That's a big delay. Oh well, it is what it is. Hey, how's it going, everybody? No, it's a little bit early in the day, but giving me some trouble there. Why is it so backed up? Whatever. It's probably a really good quality stream now that it's backed up. That's how the latency works. Hey, how's it going, my man Derek? Great to see you here. Great to see you too, Christian Russell. Yeah, I just figured don't have much to do right now. I have a few schemes to paint. I figured I'd do another painting stream. You guys seem to really like the last one, so I'll do another one. 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Friday, January 17th. It's supposed to snow up here tomorrow. That's gonna be fun. And yeah, that's about all there is to it. The schedule for the Chick-fil-A Cup Series gets released tonight. I'm looking forward to that. Hope you guys are looking forward to that too. We got some cool surprises. So yeah, 2 weeks from now we'll be doing sign-ups. So get those schemes in if you haven't already. Of course, I'm only waiting on a couple actually. So most of you guys have already gotten them in. So that's good. Yeah, this is the 28. I've been working on this one. And I will show you the other schemes that I have made as well. In the meantime, I haven't actually rendered them all yet, mainly just because I want to wait. I don't know why I want to wait, but I want to wait till I have them all before I do that. And this is number 29 of 40. I still have, after this one, maybe 7 to do my own, and then 4 of them I'm still waiting on from others. So, yes, we will get that. Let me see. What am I doing? Problem with these painting live streams, I talk all the time, and the phone's ringing. I'll go ahead and see what's going on there. You know what? It only rang once, so that means it's a spam call, so I'm good. Alright, we're going to go ahead, and we are going to... I did duplicate that layer, right? I don't think I did. I always like duplicating layers so I don't have to reopen it, because I do different scaling for the roof and for the sides of the car. So this is the number 28 for Nanico Racing. I did one of the other Nanico schemes. Hey, Trey Bartow's here. You know it's a good time when Trey Bartow's here. How you doing, man? Great to see you around here. Yeah, there are a lot of levels to enter 2003. Unfortunately, I don't have the time to walk you through it all. But there are a ton of videos out there on YouTube. TNT Man 93 has a lot of them. I know Seth has some of them. Just if you search them up, you'll be able to figure it all out on YouTube. That's how I figured it out. So, yeah, lots of great informational videos to help you out with setting up the greatest game in the world. You're drinking Turkey LT too. My man, I'm drinking Turkey LT as well. I just have a little bit left in my little bottle here. We'll get some more later on. But yeah, Turkey Hill, I mean, they're a proud sponsor of us here. Have you downloaded the, what is it? The patch, the 1.2.0.1 patch. You have to have that in order to install the mod. Oh, wow. Fractured your knee. Well, hey, you know, there's a blessing in fracturing your knee. You get to watch me. That's pretty cool. Because this isn't racing, which I know is what you all like to see, but, hey, it's me talking. I mean, I've heard people, say they like hearing me, so I guess that's a good thing. That's good right there. Duplicate this layer. Spin it around. Now these are hard ones to do, like the Pokemon scheme, and Prince Racing had another couple of old cartoons. So the thing is, they're old. They're like almost 15 years old. And it's hard because it's like I like having the most modern logos for everything, the most modern everything for everything, and it's hard for me to do cars for shows that haven't been on the air in 15 years. So. But, hey, you know, it's all right. Make it work out. This is, whoopsie. do not want to do that. Anything, I actually didn't want to spin it, but yeah, this is one I can definitely shear. I'm going to go ahead and, whoops, wrong one. That's the one no. That's the one I want to duplicate. And then shear it. Spin it around. Yeah, I mean, I'm not really good with Enter 2003 diagnostics. Thankfully I haven't had too much of an issue. Yeah, I know. This show was 15 years ago. So, whatever. Another car has another show. Like the Transformers show. That's not on Cartoon Network anymore either. But, hey, it is what it is, you know. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't know too much about the diagnostics, you know. I've done everything I've done over the course of many years, and I can't remember everything that I've done to get to this point. One big thing, if you're ever messing with the sound, you're messing with the sound pack, there is a folder inside the sound folder of Enter 2003, and very interestingly enough, the sound.dat file is necessary to run the game. If you do not have that file in the sound folder, NR won't open. And I've actually seen some people, they've been messing with the sound, and then they freak out because the game doesn't turn on after they've been messing with the sound. As long as the sound.dat file is inside the sound folder, you're good to go. But people mess with the sound, and the game won't start for them. You know, it's very important to just keep the sound.dat file. It's very interesting that that's a critical file to start the game, but that's how it is. So just keep that in mind whenever you're messing with the sound. Make sure the sound.dat file is in the main sound folder. It's not in a subfolder of the sound folder. It is in the main sound folder. So yeah, Google it, man. I mean, there's a lot. If you Google it, you know, that's how I've done it myself. I just Googled it, found it online. There are many sites have many different things. You know, as long as you go out and be initiative and just search it yourself, you're going to find so much more than I'd be able to tell you. So definitely recommend doing that. Alright. Let's see. That's not what I want to do. That's what I want to do. I think for the most part this is it for this one. This is kind of a simpler scheme. A lot of the Turkey Hill series schemes are kind of simple. I'm kind of doing that on purpose because that's what I want to do. That's what I want the series to kind of look like, because kind of how the real life Xfinity series is with a lot of those underfunded teams there. So we're gonna go ahead and make a new car. Save changes to current driver. Whoops, this is our new car. Didn't even realize that. All right, here we go. 28. And of course, this is the this is based off of the 91 in the Truck Series. Same team, Nanico Racing. I actually think that looks pretty good. The number set works very well with it. I'm going to say, when it comes to this mod, this is the DMR 2016 Xfinity mod, which is an older mod. One of my favorites, though. I really, really liked it when I used it in Season 3 of the Turkey Hill Series back in 2016. It was almost 4 years ago. And I figured, you know, bring back the Turkey Hill series, you know, I wanted it to be custom. We'll get to that, man. We'll get to that, Derek. And yeah, if figured I would go ahead and use it. And one thing I've noticed is that putting the numbers on the sides on these is so much easier. The sides on this mod are flat. The sides on the 2018 and 2019 mods, and I'm using the 2018 mod because I like the low downforce mod. I mean, the mod itself doesn't actually have much of an effect on how they drive. That is the physics, of course, and this is for people who don't know Enter 2003. There are physics, which is the way the car drives in the mods. Each mod has its own physics, but you can, in the back of the files, change the physics of a mod if you like to. But the Cup mods, the Modern Cup mods, 2018, 2019, have that indent on the sides, and it makes it harder to put the number on. But the numbers, they look better on the sides of these cars than they do on the Cup cars. So, yes, a lot of information there. And there are a lot of 90s mods out there. Trust me. There are a ton of mods. You know, I'm going to send you the website. I'll send you the website. It's a great website. Someone just put a Weebly website up and put a bunch of stuff together. Enter2003weebly.com. If you go there, lists of all different types of mods and everything. And I definitely recommend checking it out if you want to find tracks, you want to find mods. I don't think there's any like fictional tracks on there. I think you only listed real life tracks, but still, there's a lot of awesome stuff there. Definitely recommend checking out Enter2003 Weebly. Just Google that, and you'll find it, all kinds of stuff there for you to download. Pokemon Chronicles. Alright, there's that one. Nanico Racing. Alright, I'm gonna go through all the schemes in order again. I can't remember which one. I'm gonna load up. It's gonna take a while. I don't remember which ones I have shown you guys and haven't, but there's the 2 and the 9. I'm pretty sure I've shown you guys those. These are the ones I think I was working on last time. The 00, the 02. I don't know if I showed you guys this one. This is number 10 for Angel Racing. And like I said, a lot of the schemes in this series are going to be simple, so you're not going to have these real fancy, smanchy schemes in this series. It's just the way it goes. I want to save time, of course, with painting all these cars, and I do want kind of an underfunded look, if you know what I mean, because that's kind of how it is in real life Xfinity. This is the 11 for Nanico Racing, and this is a very simple scheme. I didn't really know what else to do with it, but it's alright. And Johnny Gardner made his own scheme, so I cannot take credit for these, but these were made by Johnny Gardner. He made the 12 and the 22 later on. And yes, you can still get the Splash and Go mods. They're not on Splash and Go anymore, but Stunot has them if you want to download them. 19, we showed you that. Of course, the 21, that's in the thumbnail of this video, so you've already seen that when you clicked in. Johnny made this one as well, 22. 24 I made for Angel Racing there. Pretty sure I showed you guys the 32. And here you go, there's the 35 you wanted to see. I did a couple edits, especially with the numbers there on the sides, to make it look, I don't know how to explain it. To make it look correctional, like with a lot of the other schemes and the size of the numbers. But there's that. Got the 36, which that was the 38 in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series last year. They switched back over to here. 37, you guys already saw. 39. 48, we based out off the Chick-fil-A Cup Series scheme as well, because it's the same team. Angel Racing took over that. 52, showed you guys that, showed you guys that, showed you guys that. I think I showed you guys that. And these were the ones, this was hard. I did not know what to do with this, and I just put on a white scheme, and I know that's lazy, and I kind of feel bad I didn't do much with it. But I just didn't know what else to do, because like I said, it's hard, especially when it's an older TV show. There's not as much out there to take from it. And like I said too, I want a few of these schemes to kind of have that just white look, like an underfunded team. I think it's kind of neat. So that's the 73. Transformers Animated. I think it aired in 2009 or something. Not entirely sure. Is it really that bad? That's amazing. I mean, it is what it is, you know. A lot of it too, I think, comes in proportion of the numbers, and I look at a lot of schemes that I see on the Mod Squad, and a lot of them, the painters don't do the numbers at a correct size to make it look appealing to the eyes. It's kind of hard to explain, but the numbers are one of the big things in like making a scheme look good. So close. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have Cartoon Network. Actually, I do. Now I do, but I didn't back then, so I don't know. But yeah, I try to get the numbers proportionate. If you do that, the scheme looks good. That's a big thing, I think, that your brain sees the number and the size of the number, and that's really kind of what judges how good a scheme looks. I mean, in a way, at least. And the kind of same thing goes for this one. They're both Prince Racing. I have the same thing go on. It's like a show that hasn't aired in ages, so it's like, what am I going to do, And it helps, too, if you put it in the game and look at it. Compare it to other ones. 93 you did, 96 I did, and then 99. That's it. Those are the... Wait, 29. We got 29 now because we just finished this 28 here. And there we go. Save. Haley. It's hard for me to take Haley's win seriously. I mean, he won it legitimately, but... I don't know. It didn't feel like a... upset win because it was a rain-shortened race. I know Marty got one of those too. I don't know, man. I'm not the one choosing the sponsors. I mean, hey, I'm not. So here's the thing: if we're gonna have competing sponsors on a team, I'm never gonna put those competing sponsors on the same car. You might notice something I do. Is with the team, I'll take the sponsors of other cars and put them on as like associates on the other cars to make it look a little fuller in the scheme. We'll save that. Which one should I do next? So let's see, and we want. So we got that one done. Make that green. Green is not a creative color, but it helps me keep track of things. So let's see here. I have 7 left. 98 Nanica Racing, Logan Racing, and Fisher G Racing are the other 2 teams. Yeah, we've already made that determination that Pokemon isn't on Cartoon Network anymore. There are 3 teams that are like that. They have an old cartoon that hasn't aired in the 2010s, and it makes it hard to make a good scheme out of that. But it is what it is. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to that new mod too. I'm not a big fan. I like this, don't get me wrong, like the 2017 Xfinity mod. I mean, and I'm sure the new mod's going to be awesome. But I really like the DMR 16. I loved it when I used it, which is why I'm doing it again. I know it's got those bunny ears in the back, but it is what it is. I think it's cool. I like the damage model on it, actually, for one thing. I think it was a really good damage model, and I remember using it, and I loved the mod. And of course, I'm using the Splash Go 2018 mod because I don't like the high spoiler on the Cup cars. I don't think that looks good, so I just kept with 2018. And when you have a custom series, you can kind of get away with that because you're not using old cars in real life. You're using your own cars. They're new in the year you paint them, so you don't have to really worry too much about the mod when you're doing a custom series, which is really nice. Oh yeah, I know there's going to be snow tomorrow, man. 3 to 5 inches where I'm at. Could be. Yeah, I mean, I kind of like them too. I think they're kind of cool. Call them bunny ears. We have a pet rabbit, so gotta hold that. but yeah, I like the bunny ears on them. Of course, you won't see a car like that these days, but like it's still kind of cool to see it, and it'll look good. Yeah, and then that's a big reason why I wanted to use this mod. We got 29, and like I said, when I used it in season 3, I loved it. All right, we got these 7 right here. These 7 that are highlighted. Pick one for me, guys. Pick one. I don't know. Yeah, what is snow for you, man? Actually, it's nice down there in Florida. That's why the Daytona 500 is when it is. And that's why Daytona 500 is not up in Pennsylvania. Or any farther north than that. Just imagine if they had a racetrack in North Dakota this time of year, and then they had a race in North Dakota in February. That's a joke, I know, but it's much colder up there in North Dakota than this here in Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania's all over the place. I probably live in the warmest part of the state. The rest of the state's probably much colder because it's much more inland and farther north. So, I live in the southeastern little sliver of the state, and I'm barely a Pennsylvania guy. I mean, heck, I go to school in Delaware, so I'm all over the place. You get much more snow where you're at. 47, we're doing the 47, the Xbox scheme. Interesting. I forgot I had asked you guys that. Alright, is that a Ford too? That was a Toyota. That was a Toyota. So we're going to open up the Toyota template. Series. That's it right there. Northeast Pennsylvania, up by the Poconos. I was there in August. I was also there last February. Michigan. Midwest state that uses Eastern time zones. Must be weird because, especially when daylight happens, I know, like, when you're that far west in a time zone, it doesn't, like, get dark. Like, in the summer, it doesn't even get dark until, like, 10 o'clock at night. Is that how it is for you, or am I wrong about that? What on earth should I do for that? See, this one's a tough... Well, you know what? I'm going to be a little creative here with this one. We're going to go ahead and we're going to get the Xbox logo first and get the right colors. They're coming out with a new Xbox or something? I thought they were. Why is that? Xbox. This is hard. There we go. That works out. I don't know if that's still their old logo or what, but that's not what I want. Well, the thing is, the only thing I actually use... So fuzzy looking. All of them are fuzzy. There we go. Save image as. Alright. I don't play games anymore, really. I just don't. This is my hobby right here. That's what I do. It's what I have time for. I haven't even gotten NASCAR Heat 4 yet. I just know I'll play it 10 times, and it's like, you know what? I'm not going to waste $50 on it when I'm going to play it only 10 times. However, I will say, I watch TV on my Xbox. YouTube TV, Sling TV, and I've had both of them past few months. They both work so well on the Xbox. It's not even like you're streaming it. It's so awesome. And that's what I use it for. And as far as I know, PlayStation doesn't have the capability to stream Sling and or YouTube TV, which is what I use. So Xbox has an advantage in that department. For games, pretty sure PlayStation's better. I can kind of see that. But for what I use it for, Xbox is better. But that's for me. That's for what I use it for, so let's see. Open as layers. Yeah, you might be right about that. I don't think they had YouTube TV. Like I said, I don't have PlayStation, so I don't really know what they have, so let's see. We're actually going to go ahead and get the right colors for this. Just going to get the right colors first. And then that Ecolab scheme, it looks really, really good. I'm going to do something kind of similar to that probably. Oops, edit, undo. Gotta do a little curving. You know, I don't want it to go over the window, because then I have to change that, and that's hard when you're going over that and then on the inside window bar. That the one thing I do not like about this mod and with the templates is that the the window lid, not the window lid, but like the lip of the window, like right there, is in a completely different location from the rest of the car basically. And if you have something that kind of goes over the window and like onto the side there, you have to change it down there with that, and that's a little frustrating. New layer. Change the base. Select none. Base to white. I think we're gonna have mainly a green car here, so I can always change the colors because I use different layers for it all. But I'm going to erase like that. That's good. And then I'm going to new layer. Going to select that. Nope, don't want a border. Do it this. Oh, that's way too much. Way too much border on that. I don't want a 15. Grow by 5. Last die cast I got was Grand Finger's 98 truck. 124. But I don't have room for die cast. All I did was add a little curve to it, man. I mean, come on. You do a good job, trust me. You do a really good job. Erase that. And erase that. There, like that. That's good. Select. Okay, we're going to go ahead and... I'm thinking I might actually do the base. Darn. The base as green, and then the inside as white. Yeah. The only thing is you can actually see the pixels there. I don't like that. Yeah, I'm the opposite. I can do customs just fine, but I'm not good at like mimicking schemes. I can't really do that too well. I'm actually gonna border it the old-fashioned way and see what it's like when I do that. See what that looks like. A lot smoother on the outside, which is kind of what I'm aiming for there. Doesn't have to be perfect, of course. That's, no. It's tough. Yeah, I don't know. I should use that. Yeah, I like using different numbers for things, especially when it comes to especially using like the number set. The number set, of course, on the thumbnail you saw the 21 I did. That number set, and I think if you saw it last stream, you know it. That's BJ McLeod's number set, and BJ McLeod runs a 78, but forget his name. Colin Lindsay. Colin Lindsay made like a lot of number sets, and credit to him for a lot of the number sets that I use. But he made one for BJ McLeod Racing for every number, and I used, the team I was using, Real Fan Motorsports, was the 02, the 0021. I mean, those aren't numbers traditionally used in BJ McLeod's team, but I used those numbers for it, and it looks great. So, shout out to Colin Lindsay for making all those number sets. I think I'm just going to go ahead and go with that. Yeah, that actually looks better. You can still see the pixels, but it's whatever. Don't really see it that much when it's in the game, especially because YouTube lowers the quality of the videos. They're supposed to be 1080 60 frames per second, and they look better as files on my computer than they do on YouTube, and I don't know what they're doing to it to make it look like that. Yeah, I didn't even realize that, and then I noticed that you did. Alright. Let's see here. See what that looks like. We'll change some things up. There we go. That looks good. I actually like Harrison Burton's new scheme. I like it because it's simple. I mean, a white scheme actually looks really good if it's just white. It brings out everything else in the car. I don't know what it is. I really like when it's just a plain white scheme. I mean, you can have, there's so many different things they can do with it, of course, but like when it's just white, I don't know, it's a bright scheme, and I don't know, something about it pops out. Alright. That's pretty cool. Erase all that right there. And then erase that so that the window doesn't get all messed up there. Okay. That's pretty good. We'll merge that down. Merge that down. And then merge that down. And then duplicate. And go to the layers. Transform, flip vertically. I don't know if any of you all watched my old, like the first scheme I tried to make, and I actually made like a time lapse of it. It was back in like 2016 or something like that. And it was bad. This is like I know how to actually make schemes so much better than I used to, and you know, if for any of you guys who out there don't think they can paint schemes, all you gotta do is just practice it. That's what I did, and that's how I've gotten. I mean, I'm nowhere near the best at this. I'm pretty sure half the people in the chat can do better than me, but yeah, I used to not do too good at it, and now I'm a little bit better. And it's all came from practice, and if you practice hard enough, you'll get the hang of it eventually. Alright. May have actually gone too far back with this. Yeah, it looks good. We'll go ahead and we'll take this, and roughly around there is where it yeah, that's probably about where I want it. Yeah, and like I said, it takes a while to learn how to master everything, you know, and it goes with everything in NR 2003, you know. You don't learn it all in one shot. You know, you just... I'm surprised so many people, you know, have trouble with curved schemes. That actually surprises me. It's really not that hard. All you got to do is go to the paths tool. And this is in GIMP, by the way, but you go into the paths tool and, like, you know, you can bend this any such way. These kind of help line it up and things like that. Yeah, I mean, it's not that hard. I've never had that much trouble with it. I like having schemes with curves in them. I think they look pretty good. Alright, don't need that anymore. Yeah, it's sad that they shut down, but they went away with their greatest creation. They died a very honorable death. It's not like they went downhill and no one cared about them when they were gone. I mean, no, not at all, but they went out with a bang. 2004, and that's when Electronic Arts, good old EA, bought the exclusive right to NASCAR games. And that was it. Let's see. I'm going to keep the front green. I don't know if I want to change that. Yeah, I think scheme-wise, I think that's where we're going to go with. No, I want to use this as the main logo, because that's more or less the logo they use now. And then we'll go ahead. Hey, for all I know, I probably, well, maybe I might have just used his regular one. I've used a couple of your schemes before. I remember way back in the day. Way back in the day. It was like season 2 of the truck series. I used a couple of schemes you made. For me, at this point, though, I'm mainly kind of just like using customs because I like, and not, no offense to you, you do a great job, you know. I mean, I'm not trying to say I don't want to use your schemes. That's not what I'm saying. But, like, I like for the schemes of my series to be kind of like exclusive to my series. Instead of just like using someone else's. I like the independence of it, if you know what I mean. And kind of builds its character a little bit, you know. Let's see, I want to colorize this. Colorize. Make it white so that you can read it. And then think I'm going to do this and float it, and then to new layer, get rid of that, make this smaller. Scale, and then take this, make sure we have an alpha channel on it. Shoot. This is going to be a little bit harder. Yeah, it is. Like, I mean, like I said, it gives it its own character. Like, in Chick-fil-A Cup Series, we ran real-life schemes the first 6 seasons. Then in season 7, like, we brought in customs, and it makes it feel so much different. The series, it's almost like 2 different series, basically. And, hey, Matt Dahlia's here. Awesome to see you, man. Great to have Matt Dahlia still around after all these years, and he'll be coming back. 75 team this year. Hey, you got to win last year. Maybe we'll get another one. Maybe we'll contend for a championship. Next Friday night, we got preseason Thunder. I'm kind of going to showcase all the Chick-fil-A Cup Series schemes in a way, talk about the teams like we usually do every year, so that's exciting. You can check that out next week. Of course, tonight, like I mentioned, we got the schedule video coming up. Select none. And we're going to go ahead with the ellipse. It helps that this is circular. Edit, select, float, to new layer, delete. There we go. Take this other float layer, merge down, and we got ourselves our new Xbox logo. Which one was it? I know I saw it. Had to have seen it. I don't pay attention to things like I should. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's awesome. I know Derek posted it in our Discord. Oh yeah, oh wow, that is nice. I like how they went with the orange on that one. I like it when they go, they take that primary, well, not a primary color, but that bold color and like make it throughout the majority of the scheme. The smaller teams, this mid-range teams get good schemes. Because they actually get professional designers to make them, so. Hello to my man Nathan Stapleton too. Yeah, come home from school, I see you stream. I've been home all day because my college, we only go first 4 days of the week. We don't have classes on Fridays, and I was off from work today. So, that's nice. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and duplicate that layer. Be a good idea to do that. Oh, wow, it's already 3:42. Where does the time go? Oh, yeah. Well, you know, hey, all the power to you being a Corey LaJoy fan. Hey, I think I might have to go here. Yes, I do. So I'll see you guys later. Have a good day.